another one. And another one. And another one. Oh, we just getting started. And another one.
Today's October 10th, 2017, and I've caught up with John, who just left Las Vegas with me, and now he's already up in New York City. You're Mr. Peripatetic. What's going on?
I'm Mr. High Mileage.
Yeah.
High maintenance and high mileage.
That was a great conference, the Traders for a Cause.
Oh, it was so good, I tell you. And folks, this is not just Andrew and me, just being nice. They were the nicest people. I mean, traders, as many of you know, can be, because of so many type A personalities that end up being good traders, that doesn't necessarily make for a nice dinner conversation or a pleasant person to hang around with. That's why they're exploited so easily, by Oliver Stone or anybody else that wants to put, for that matter, Andrew Ross Sorkin when he does Billions or whatever. But these guys were some of the nicest people. I mean, they were just good guys and gals, and they did a fabulous job.
Yeah, I enjoyed. They kept everything nice, short, and sweet. And hopefully, if you're listening to this, mark it down for your calendars for about next year this time. I would imagine October-ish. I don't know. I guess that's when they do it.
We're going to be there, and I guarantee you, unless Pete is actually doing a game, he is going to be there too.
All right, and I think it's going to get bigger. They had a lot of good people there, and I think it's going to get bigger because the format was really nice. It was really quick, succinct, bang, 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 bang. Nobody was going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So
I agree.
That was there, and everything else that went on in Vegas will stay in Vegas except for what I put on my vlog later.
There's probably some people that are sweating that. I'm not sweating it because I was good.
You didn't get enough time by the pool.
I got none.
I'm telling you.
Well, I just met a lot of those folks. I've known them from their handles on Twitter, like Book Raven and Live Trader or whatever.
How about Wall Street folks. Jesus? He was funny.
Wall Street Jesus.
Jesus.
He hated it whenever I called him Wall Street Jesus. It's Jesus.
Hopefully
I thought you were Hispanic.
He's not.
He's a good. No, he's Indian.
I know. I'm just kidding.
And he's a spectacular young guy. That was the other thing that struck me, Andrew, was how many young, these days, compared to me, most of the traders are young. But these guys were fabulously successful, hardworking, and young. I mean, a lot of them were in the early 30s to, maybe late 30s.
Sorry about the audio, folks. John's walking to his gig on the CME. Not the CME, what is it, the Merc up there?
Yeah, the New York Merc.
The York Merc to hit with Killer. Okay, so when we last left off, I don't think we put this on the podcast, but I was writing calls against the Killer call on Airlines last week. I'm like, oh, I'm a genius. This thing went up like, I don't know, $3-4. I think I'll write against it. And never fails.
I did the same.
Next thing you know, it goes up another $2.
Yeah. I was right there with you, Andrew. I think it's something we have to do, though, because you're exercising the same discipline on your winners as you do with your losers. So if I'm going to cut my losses when I'm wrong, I also have to take my profits when I'm right. And I'm sure as heck not going to let an option go, crazy against me. So how do I justify not taking profits? So I did the same thing you did. I piled a bunch of calls into my United Airlines and American Airlines and JetBlue three of the stocks I talked about a week ago.
These are happy problems.
Those are happy problems, yep. You could always look back and say, I wish I hadn't have done that. But you need to do it because you need to be disciplined, like I say, on both sides of your trades, bullish, bearish,
you're right.
Winners, losers.
I could think of worse things. All right, so what else are we doing today? You were talking about some other stocks on the show on Fast Money?
Yeah, I really liked, well, the one we talked about yesterday worked, and my end of the day trade in MAC, that worked out nice. Today, Andrew, what was it? I was trading OXY. I did some Dish Network, DISH.
Yeah, I missed that. What was the story
both
there?
of those went well. Well, stock's 52. You pull up the graph, it looks terrible. At least the performance does. Maybe the graph at this point is starting to look good, but the performance over the last 6 months has been horrible. But people are betting on the 60s with stock at 52. I like that. And so I scrambled in, bought some of those. I think it's the March 60s, Andrew, I believe is what they were buying.
Now, there's another
So they
one.
wanted to give it a lot of time to be right.
Now, there's one on the site. I don't know if you caught this one, the Investitude site, shameless plug, our place where we put up all our trades and have a chat room.
Yes.
One of the trades that they put up, and I glee when I see this, GLEE. It's not glee, is for GE. Somebody's buying more puts. Now, I used to own this stock when it was like one of those, it's AAA rated, it's not doing anything. They have screwed the pooch, and it looks like somebody wants the December 21 puts on this thing, and it's going to go down even more. I know. GE.
Well, and in that case, Andrew, I guarantee that those people are probably long stock protecting rather than just crazy shorts.
Yeah.
And I bet they're worried that there's going to be tax loss selling into the end of year. And that's why they picked
that's a smart bet because this is such widely held stock that people might be pairing this thing off. That might make a good opportunity if it does drop below 21. I don't know. I might have to get back into that.
Exactly.
Maybe one of our listeners will post a chart. Hint, hint, perma bear.
Hint, hint.
Our buddy London Crusader, he's always posting charts. I love how he does that. He listens to the podcast. If you don't
does
follow,
a great job.
Yeah, his name's Perma Bear. He after we do a podcast, he's like, yeah, check out this chart, and he does a good job. I love his charts. So you get that kind of
Thank you, London Crusader.
You get the the bonus stuff thanks to Twitter. Anything else going on? That's it.
Let me see. What else was I trading here today, Andrew?
Powder dry.
Gosh, was there Netflix today again? I can't remember that.
Nah.
I knew I had Netflix into the end of last week, and I hate. Some people accuse us all the time. Well, some people all the time. Other people once in a while accuse us of saying, you guys talk about Amazon every day, or you talk about Apple every day, or you talk about Facebook every day. And I kept extending that conversation because clearly we do. But we do because there's a reason that FANG stocks are so popular. And that's one, they're huge, mega cap stocks. Two, they move. You can have a mega cap stock like IBM that doesn't do crap. And, it's just terrible. Just hate it. Or you can be in something like, a FANG, whether it's Facebook, Amazon, Netflix, or Google, and, those stocks move. So anyway, I, on the other hand, as you know, Andrew, don't look back when I put on a trade. I just look for the next one. I don't try to go into the same well over and over again. If we have unusual activity, I'll go right back in. But other than that, no. I'm on to the next one, as our friend would say. On to the next one, on to the next one.
Who was that?
Who was that? Was that French Montana?
Nah, that was Beyonce's husband. What's his name? Jay-Z.
Yeah, it was Jay-Z, but I think it was, I bet you, if I'm right, I bet you, Andrew, I'll bet you a drink that it was French Montana. featured in that Jay-Z song, On to the Next One.
Okay, so we'll leave it on that.
All right. Remember, you can subscribe through Google Play, iTunes, or YouTube. You can do like London Crusader and leave a comment or a chart, or just pass it on to your friends. And thanks for listening.